Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Steph. I'm a UK mid-size content creator. I'm a UK size 16, I'm 5'5", I'm 38, and I've got a little bit of a shopping problem. So today I thought I'd share with you some new in pieces that I found on the two at Sainsbury's website. Now, I really love a supermarket shop when it comes to the clothing. I think the clothing is just honestly some of the best out there on the high street, and in particular, I do really like two at Sainsbury's. So picked up a couple of the new in bits and I thought we could try them on. Okay, first up, we have this very, very pretty white dress. I really like this. I like this for quite a few reasons. Firstly, I love the shape this gives. This obviously comes in at the waist. We then like slowly skim out, if you will, over the hips. We've got a bit of pleating detail at the front. Does have a side zip, which doesn't always agree with everyone. It doesn't usually agree with me, but I quite like it for this. It also has a sheared back, which means that there is a little bit of breathing room. It's not super tight. I really like this. The only thing, there's no pockets, which is slightly unfortunate because I feel like a dress like this would look fab with pockets. I do appreciate this dress is lined, which means that although it's white, it's not super see-through, because sometimes I feel like white can be quite see-through. But yeah, I really like this. I like the fact that we've got this bit of a square neckline here. We've got thicker straps so it covers your bra. All in all, I think this is a fab dress. It's definitely one of those dresses that I think looks way more expensive than what it actually is. This was actually £30 and I'm wearing a size 16. So yeah, well done too. I love this. Okay, next up we have this, and I'm obsessed with this colour. I love this colour. I wasn't sure if this colour was just a little bit too bright for me, but actually I really like it. Like, let me know if you think it's not my colour, but I really like this colour. This is a waistcoat with the matching trousers. I got the waistcoat in a size 16. It's ever so slightly tight around the hips because everything is always tight around the hips. And the trousers I got in a size 18 regular. I think these are too big. I think I should have got the 16. I think the 16 might have been out of stock, which is probably why I didn't pick them up. Such good value for money though. The trousers were £22.50. The waistcoat's £22. It also has this little tie detail at the back, so you can really cinch it in a little bit more if you need to. Obviously I don't, because it's quite tight there. It's just a little bit too tight here, but I do wonder if the 18 would just be too big because it's quite baggy here. Like you can see the side of the bra, which isn't my favorite, but I do really love this. I think this is such a fun coord. I think this is a fab color for summer. And yeah, I really love it. I just think the trousers are a little bit too long, and that's probably because the 18 is just a bit too big. It's sitting much more closer to like my hips, as opposed to, I usually prefer my trousers to sit more waist height. So I do definitely think if I got the 16 regular, they would fit a lot better. But all in all, I think this is a fab color, a fab little coord, and yeah, I really like it. Next up, we've got this red. I mean, I'm just bringing out all the colors today. Like, who even am I? I got this dress last year in a khaki and I wore it loads. Like, I absolutely love it. So when I saw that they brought it back this year, I think they did it in a black, which I'm trying to step away a little bit from black. But I saw they did the red and I thought, do you know what? I think red might also be one of my colors. So I'm going to try it in red. However, they didn't have the size 16. They had the size 18. The 18 is what I got last year in the khaki. However, I've lost a good amount of weight between last year and this year for, you know, various reasons kind of thing. But I just think this is a little bit too big now. It's very big here at the top. And yeah, maybe with like a belt, but I still just don't think it's going to solve this bit. The fact that this like jersey ribbed bit at the top here, it's just a little bit too big. So I'm going to have to now try and hunt this down in a store because they didn't have any online. Hence the reason I got the size 18. But it is a fabulous dress. I love dresses like this where you're not quite sure if it's like a top and a skirt. It's obviously a dress. This is a ribbed, kind of almost like tank top. I was going to say like racer back, but no, don't quite sure if it's racer back, but it's definitely quite like high cut here, which I really like. And then it's a poplin skirt, which I love. You know, you get a little bit of noise and a little bit of movement with it. So yeah, it's a great length. It's pretty much like ankle length on me, and just a really easy dress to be able to dress up or dress down. I used to wear my khaki one quite a lot for work. I also would wear it as we were going into kind of like autumn time and pair it with a blazer, and just, yeah, really, really loved wearing it. So yeah, a little bit gutted that I haven't tried the khaki one on from last year, but it's probably going to be a little bit too big. So if you follow me on Vinted, you might be seeing that on there very soon. However, I will definitely be taking this back and trying to find this in the 16. So I would definitely say that this is very true to size. I'll just show you what the back looks like. Yeah, I just think it's incredibly flattering. And of course it has pockets. Okay, next up we have this coord, and I have some thoughts about this one. Firstly, pattern is stunning. It's what made me want to buy the coord because I love a pattern like this. The shorts are incredibly comfy. I also really like the length of these. I'm very funny when it comes to shorts because obviously I don't have super skinny little legs. I have like chunky legs, and there's nothing wrong with having chunky legs, apart from the fact that I personally don't choose to wear incredibly short shorts because I just don't think that they're super flattering on me. Like, I like a little bit of material between the thighs, and I like the length of these. I think the length is incredibly flattering. They're a linen, they're elasticated waist, they are so comfy, and they have pockets. The top clearly doesn't fit me very well, and I think that's more of a me problem necessarily. I did get the size 18 in both. I don't like things to be super tight. I think things like these look a little bit nicer when they're a little bit like not as tight, personally for me. So I did get the top in the size 18, and I would say that the top is a little bit tight around my hips, as it always is, but it's rather large here. And if I show you the back, I just feel like we've just got a lot of space here. Do you know what I mean? So I could keep and get it tailored. I could try and swap for the smaller size 16, but it's definitely not going to fit here, which means I would have to have these undone, which isn't the end of the world. In fact, actually just undoing that makes it feel as if like this might fit slightly better. But yeah, we've still got, I would absolutely have to wear a strapless bra, and I'm not wearing a strapless bra at the moment, but I do really like these. The shorts were, I want to say £20, and I think the top's £20 as well. So again, like a pretty reasonable little summer coord considering the fact that this is linen, and a really stunning pattern. And I think you can get a lot of wear out of this. I really do. I feel like if you've got some really fun summer events, if you're off on holiday, obviously, if you just want to enjoy the nice weather that we currently have. So yeah, I need to think about this. The shorts I definitely want to keep. However, I think the shorts look really nice with the top. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do about this top because currently I don't like it in the size 18. But anyway, this is the coord that we're working with at the moment. Okay, I've got some more shorts. I keep seeing shorts like these everywhere. And I thought maybe I should try a pair because I see them everywhere. And I'm thinking these might work really well for work. Do you know what I mean? Like, I obviously have a lot of trousers, etc. And I have a lot of dresses, but I also thought these would look great for work. I'm not 100% convinced, only just because of me. I'm not sure I can really pull them off. Love this top though. This top I really like. This top is £14, which I think is a complete bargain. It's like a ribbed material. These buttons are purely decorative. But I really like the way that this sits. And I think it's probably one of the most flattering tops that I've tried on. So I really, really like this. I've obviously got it in black. I think it did come in other colours. So I want to have a look to see what other colours I could get. The shorts are, let me find out how much the shorts are. The shorts are £16, which again, I think is great value for money. They are very, very lightweight. I think these would be great for holiday. I'm not sure I would actually wear these to the office just because I'm not sure that they're like my kind of vibe. But really love both of these. I got them both in the size 18. Again, I don't like shorts to be too tight, and I just thought the bagginess or the slightly looser fit would work. They're actually not even that loose. So I'm really glad I got the size 18. It does come with a belt already attached. It's quite a nice little belt. The top I also got in the 18 because we know I always have the problem that my hips are a little bit more wider than my waist and my shoulders. Okay, this was a bit of a gamble. I'm not going to lie. I saw this on the website and thought that the model looked stunning in it and thought, I'm going to give that a try. Not sure I'm pulling it off the same way that the model was. It's a skirt with a top. I got both in a size large. I don't quite know what a size large is on Sainsbury's. I'm a UK size 16 to 18, so I feel like the large was appropriate. This top is a bit of a halter, but you can adjust it. So you can adjust it at the back, which is really easy. I'm not sure I would wear it tucked out, but I'm also not sure I'd wear it tucked in. Let me show you what it looks like tucked in. So this is it with just like a little half millennial kind of tuck. The skirt is actually really loose around the waist. However, I don't think a medium would do me any favors because as we can see, it's very clearly across my kind of lower stomach area, which is not the area that I'm the most confident about. So I do prefer things that kind of not hide it, because I feel like you can't hide, like it's my body, I can't like hide certain parts of it, but definitely wear things that are more flattering to this part of my body, because I feel like this is just kind of not doing me any favors. I could obviously wear shapewear, but I'm also just a bit like, do I want to have to wear shapewear every time I wear an outfit? Not really. Not really. Like, I'd like to just feel very comfortable. So I do feel like this is probably a no for me. Separately, I think the top's quite fun, and I think the top could actually look really nice with just like khaki trousers or with dark jeans. So I do think the top has potential. Just don't actually think with a skirt, unfortunately. Also, for me, this material is a little bit itchy. So I don't actually quite like the feeling of this on my skin at the moment. So yeah, fortunately, this is a no for me. But that has been the end of my 2 clothing haul. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Let me know what your favourite item has been in the comment box below. Don't forget to like, subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll see you soon. Bye.